If anybody at the start of this match would have told me that Manchester United would be drawing 2-2 against Liverpool at Anfield after the record and after the way that Manchester United have been performing, I would have just kissed their hands and taken it up. What a match, what a performance from a Ruben Amorim's team. But loads, the performance can be touted as one of the best performances that one has seen, or it could be touted as one of the worst performances that one has seen. Whatever it was electric. It clearly is the match of the season nowadays. Liverpool playing Manchester United. It has ended with a 2-2 draw. 2 points lost for Arne Slot. I would say redemption for Ruben Amorim to show what could be the future. Absolutely amazing scenes at Anfield at the end of the game. Though it is a lot for both Liverpool and Manchester United fans for sure to get into it. What a game it's been. But the shocker was the first goal. Lisandro Martinez with the 50. The first half was... There's a lot to get into, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Sportswithmongha, 161 subs. The goal is to get to 1,000 by end of January. I hope you will help in that mission. The goal is to actually go to 1 million, but let's start with 1,000 and then we get towards the million. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching. And for the 161 of those who are subscribed, thanks for the support. Guys, I really, really appreciate that. Happy New Year. This is my first long form video. Loads of shorts videos. I don't know what long form means nowadays. 3-minute short videos are long enough for me. But if you want the long form content as well, here it is. And this is the first one for 2025. And what a game to kind of do it. Manchester United 2 and Liverpool 2. First half was almost like a stalemate. It didn't kind of have anything for a lot of time. But I would say McAllister's run in the first half, the chance for Gakpo in the first half, possibly. And those are the moments where I was like, Liverpool is just not clinical enough today. And it seems there might be a glimmer of hope. You've seen in the previous games, Manchester United struggle or Liverpool struggle to convert those chances. But Manchester United kind of come with a surprise package, with a Garnacho goal, with a Rashford goal late. And that's how it was kind of poised up in my mind, that's how the game would go. Liverpool will eventually get the goal and then the game would end, but it was not that's how I had thought. But the game unfolded to a little bit different, I would say, this time around, with the game set for a thriller. I would say an absolute thriller. One thing to keep a note of was the first half, it was a 0-0 drab. I think Manchester would have taken a draw from that goal. They would have said, okay, we are 0-0 at the end of first half. We've not conceded a goal. We've not conceded from a set piece for God's sake. And let's try to make this easier for us. And let's kind of push for a draw. But it was Lisandro. We were so advanced. Manchester United was so advanced. And they were pushing so hard on the top for Liverpool. And they couldn't get paid. It was almost like Liverpool was trying to play on the counter, and Manchester, with like 2 or 3 passes, had the center for themselves. Gravenberch were completely outpaced. Then, of course, Trent Alexander-Arnold, like the minute he goes up, it's pretty clear. Everybody knows that Trent is not going to be like defending. It's going to be like Virgil van Dijk and Konate defending mostly. Robertson and Trent are basically going to be very, very up high on the pitch. Gravenberch and McAllister running in from the deep, they had a lot of defensive duties in my mind, and that kind of came when Lisandro Martinez, number 6 for Manchester United, shot the goal. Beautiful play, I would say. The ball comes to him and he absolutely smashes it. It's again Trent's position. He should be defending. He scored out of position, and then Liverpool and Manchester United were clinical. They scored. And at that point, you were like, okay, what is happening? Manchester is leading at Anfield. Am I dreaming? Somebody pinch me. Wake me up. Like, is it Christmas? Am I supposed to wear my Christmas hat? Can I wear my Christmas hat now? Maybe I will. And I'm like, this is exciting games, guys. This is what I wanted. And yes, let's go, Manchester, glory, glory. And I'm like, okay, 59-minute Cody Gakpo from outside of the box, beautiful goal, like nothing. Onana couldn't do anything. McAllister finds him, and the 59th minute, and I'm like, okay, 1-1, it's a draw. I was happy with the draw. Manchester United were happy with the draw. Let's go for a draw. But De Ligt and his handball, I don't get it. Like, how he's just trying to, like, how is we are giving that as a handball? Because I don't think that was a handball, in my opinion. I think he's trying to move away from the ball. He moves his hand. Yeah, okay, but like, he's not, there's no intention. It just hits him. Like, he can't cut his hand off now. So something to kind of think of, like the handball and the rules inside the penalty box, like what's to be given as penalty and what's not, in my mind. So, but I felt for De Ligt. 70th minute, and step up, Mr. Mo Salah. He doesn't miss, and this is one of his favorite fixtures, so he has to finish. He scores as well. 70th minute goal, 2-1, and I'm like, okay, I am happy with this scoreline as well. I'm ready to take it. But that was different. Manchester United, and that's when it kind of switched. Manchester United did not stop attacking. They did not just sit down and say, okay, we're ready for this loss. We're happy it's not 7-0. We're happy it's not 7-1. No, they were pushing. And then they were pushing for an equaliser. And that was the one. I'm like, what is happening here? It was interesting, the substitutions that Ruben Amorim got. Like, he got Alejandro Garnacho in the 72nd minute, got Kobe Menu out, put in got Lenny Yoro for De Ligt. But after Garnacho had done enough for the second goal for Manchester United, he had run again, a bad pass from our friend Trent Alexander-Arnold. Horrendous defending. I would say, like, is he trying to go to, like, which, like, really, does he want to sign for Real Madrid? Like, will Real Madrid tolerate such kind of a horrendous performance from him, where he's kind of to be blamed for both goals, in my opinion? But of course, no Liverpool fans will kind of can agree with that. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit this in the comment section, but let me know what you think. The match: Liverpool 2, Manchester United 2. Manchester United, Amad Diallo, the boy, scores again after a beautiful cross from Garnacho. Robertson is caught up. Nothing Konate or Virgil van Dijk can do there. And they were caught with their pants down, Liverpool. 2-2. And I'm like, okay, now Manchester will kind of settle down. Lenny Yoro comes in because De Ligt was on a yellow. Absolute mad scenes there. Maguire gets a yellow as well. Darlow gets a yellow earlier for like, of course, for tackling Mo Salah. And I'm like, okay, what's going to happen now? It's supposed to end. Will it end now? How will this end? And it ends with, like, the most dramatic ending, I would say. Liverpool have chances at the end. Virgil van Dijk hands the ball to Onana with almost a free header in the crowd. And then the chance of the match. Harry Maguire is on the central line. Like, he's on the penalty spot. And he gets the ball from Xerxes and he just flashes it. It just bounces and he just flashes. If it was somebody else, it could have been like a goal. Manchester would have won 3-2. It was done and dusted, but then it was not meant to be. It ended with a 2-2 draw. Manchester United, with that draw, ends up 13th at this moment. Manchester United move one spot after West Ham was thrashed by Manchester City. 20 games played, 23 points for Manchester United. Still not the place we wanted to, but it could have been much more uglier if we had lost in this game as well. Liverpool have dropped points, 19 games played, 46 points. They are 1 game in hand and 6 points ahead of number 2 of Arsenal. And I think Arsenal and Arteta, man, should be thinking, like, what could have been the case if they had beaten Brighton, and, it would have been 42 points. And then 46. So 4 points and a game in hand. Like I would say, like, okay, 4 points with a game in hand, 7 points clear, but it's still manageable. But this, like, Arsenal needs to be winning these games to kind of add the pressure for Liverpool. It was interesting in the post-match conferences from Ruben Amorim. He's basically saying everybody's going to be like happy. Everybody's going to be like proud of this team's performance. I am going to be the only one who's basically so we could do better. I think that's an attitude I want to see from the Manchester United manager, because we've had those cuddly managers where they've been like, no, this was an amazing performance. Thank you very much. And but then we've just dropped off from there. So it's good to see a manager who's basically saying we can do better and I want better results. And that was interesting from Arne Slot's point of view, because he was like, he completely ran Trent Alexander under the bus in my mind when he said he's not had a miserable performance. This was not one of his only miserable performances. It's almost like calling out your player. Of course, loads of consideration regarding his future, lots of talking points. He was asked about like, did that affect his game, or what is happening with Trent Alexander-Arnold? It was interesting. Arne Slot basically said, well, it can't be the transfer talks affecting him. He's a grown player, but he feels this was a very bad performance from Trent. I don't know how this affects his contract negotiations, how this kind of affects a lot of other discussions as well. Get in the comment section, guys. Let me know. I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm happy as a Manchester United fan right now with Liverpool drawing 2-2 at Anfield, where it's been very difficult to get a result for Manchester United. Getting a point for Manchester United right now feels a lot good right now. Am I supposed to be happy? Yes. Am I supposed to be over happy? No. Manchester United need a rebuild. It's good to see what Ruben Amorim could do with some training time with these boys. It's been relentless since he's been here. He's not got a chance to kind of sit down and train and give them what needs to be done. That's what he keeps saying. But as he said, he doesn't want to put down the performances, the lackluster performances in the previous games. To that, he basically says it is important that Manchester United are better and we have to be better. That's the thing, and that's what I love about it. No Rashford again. He was out for illness. I was just thinking like, okay, you're trying to prove a point. Ruben Amorim, point received. But would it have been better if Rashford was on the left? There was a couple of chances where I felt the crossing could have been better from Dalot. If he had Rashford on the left, he could have gone in. Rashford, Garnacho was more on the wings. He didn't go inside. But I'm sure Ruben Amorim has a plan there. But it's very interesting to see in my mind how he is relentless and not letting it go. He just doesn't want to trust somebody that he can't. Like, he just doesn't want to trust Rashford at this point, it feels like. And that interview has definitely not put Rashford in the best of him. Like, the game would have been a different thing in my mind if Rashford would have been there. But Manchester United starting with on the top, it was, of course, Rasmus Højlund, Zirkzee coming on later, but not Zirkzee coming on later. Rasmus Højlund starting with Amad Diallo and Bruno Fernandes, with Dalot, Kubimenu, Ugarte, that boy, that man, Manchester United. What a signing from PSG. I'm thinking I want to thank Ten Hag for some things, for like bringing us Amad Diallo, because he said this is Amad Diallo's year. The confidence that he has, the way he's scoring is absolutely brilliant. Ugate's signing was the one that's kind of keeping us intact in the middle. No Casemiro and Eriksen. Do you see the difference when Menu and Ugarte are playing the Ruben Amorim system? And that's kind of interesting to see that they were gelling in well together. Dalot overlapping, Mazraoui. Those are the players that kind of give you some confidence. Martinez, Maguire, and De Ligt. Those are the three. The three in the back works, four in the middle, and with three on top as well. I think Manchester United look balanced, but I'm thinking, what happens if Ugarte or a Menu get injured? We need backup. We can't be going back to Casemiro and Eriksen. They don't have the legs for Premier League at the moment. I would be happy for them to be. They are legends. I'm not saying they're bad players. We just don't need. Manchester United at this moment are not. They don't need. They don't need. I think they have playmakers, but Eriksen and Casemiro bring something different to the team. They don't bring legs at this moment, which we need. Guys, I'm happy. Manchester United draws with Liverpool at Anfield. Loads to get into for Ruben Amorim. when he faces his next opponent. Manchester United is not playing the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup like Liverpool will play over the week or over the midweek. Manchester United is going to be facing a game, another one, but these games are coming thick and fast for them. Manchester United is going to be playing against who are they going to play against? That's an interesting thing. I'm trying to get that. Manchester United playing Brighton. Before Brighton, they play Southampton. So Manchester play Southampton. That's the game they play on the 16th. So it's a full, almost like 10 days of 10 days for Manchester United to kind of, and Ruben Amorim to get his thoughts across. Lots to get into, guys. Thank you for joining. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and if you are not subscribed, hit it now. Manchester United and Liverpool draw 2-2 at Anfield. Of course, if you're joining the first time, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Loads of content, Premier League shorts, videos, India, like the cricket test matches coming in, La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, loads of content coming all the way through. 161 subs. The goal is to get to 1,000 before end of January. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 2, Manchester United 2, and that is what we feel. Arsenal. Oh yes, of course, the FA Cup round is for Manchester United. I've been trying to load the fixtures for quite a while, but it seems my internet is acting like shit. Arsenal and Manchester United, 12th of January. That's the FA Cup third round draw. Ruben Amorim has a week to prepare for that, and then Southampton in 4 days. For Liverpool, on the other side, I think Liverpool is playing the Carabao in my mind. Yes, they play the EFL Cup semi-final, first leg against Tottenham Hotspur and that they have 3 games. So they play on 8th, they play on the 11th for the FA Cup, and then they play Nottingham Forest on the 14th. So for Arne Slot, Liverpool versus Tottenham for the Carabao Cup, Liverpool versus Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup. I think it is going to be like a third team or something for Liverpool to play there. Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. That's the game from the Premier League. And then the Champions League also in January. So it's going to be loads of games coming through, you guys. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching. Manchester United draw against Liverpool, a game where everything was poised to be against Liverpool. Manchester United, it has not been as bad. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Sports with Monga all the way. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.